So the activity that I chose for my presentation is called Quilling or Quilling Art. The reason I chose it was because I've always been interested in trying to do quilling, and I never had the opportunity to go and try it, and this was the perfect excuse for me to go and get a kit and try this out. It was fairly easy to learn. It wasn't too difficult. You're basically just rolling strips of paper into little, I guess you would call them balls, but not really. You can either keep them tight, like tight coils, or you can loosen them up so you can get like fancy swirls, like up here. Two challenges that I encountered, while doing this activity was like measuring my paper to the right size, or at least like approximate size of what I needed, and the drying of the glue for like gluing down the stuff. My craft I don't feel like it necessarily reflects anything from my social background or my cultural background. I just picked it because it's a bird and flowers. I like flowers. It's meaningful to me. I guess what made it meaningful was the hummingbird. It was something that hummingbirds were birds that my dad used to like, and so whenever I see a hummingbird, it reminds me of him. So I decided to make a hummingbird. I think he would like it if he was still around. I think clients that need help with focusing or paying attention would benefit from this, because it really takes time to like sit there and focus and measure and make sure that you're placing everything in the right spot. Or somebody that needs hand-eye coordination, like obviously this would be too hard, but if you have something easy like this, you'd be okay. So yeah, if you want to challenge yourself, like grade this up, go ahead and try something hard like this. If you need to grade it down, it would be something that you don't even need a template for, and I'll get into detail into that, what a template is. So basically what you need is a template. A template is like a picture. Here's the template of the hummingbird, but it doesn't have to be like super hard or fancy. Like there's these, like this line. You don't even have to coil anything here. Here you would just like be bending the paper. So this is something really easy. This is like maybe intermediate, and then this would be, I guess, kind of like an expert. So you would get your template, you get a cardstock or a card, and you put your template on top. You can use a pen, a pencil, or something sharp that won't obviously tear or go through your template, and you just push down with like some pressure until like over the line, so that you can get like a little bit of an engraved line on your cardstock. That way you have kind of like a guide. Tools that you would need are very basic, unless if you want to become like an expert quiller, I guess you would need a whole bunch of stuff. There's quilling paper, which are basically small strips of paper, like this one. And they come in a variety of colors. The kit that I bought came with this. This is like a measuring ruler. Like if you want your hearts or your circles the same size, they'll always come out the same size. I don't know what this is for, but I didn't need it. So basically what I used were tweezers, so that you can like place things like where you want them to go, or at least pick them up sometimes. You need scissors. This is called an awl, and it's kind of like a needle. I used it just to like bend paper or curl the paper using, the smooth side of it. And glue. And this is your most important tool. It's called a slotted tool. It has a little slot right there where you put your paper in, like so. Put it towards the edge, and then you start rolling. And you roll it until make it the size that you want it. And then you pull it off. So there is my little coil. Like if you need something tight like this, then you would put the glue right there, hold it, obviously wait a couple seconds, and then you can cut it, and you would have like something that looks like this right here. If you don't need something like that and you need something more of like a coil like that, then you can like let it go. Doesn't want to stand. Okay, you can let it go and uncurl it, or just depending on what kind of coil you need. And you can cut it. Like, obviously you need to measure it using your template. So for example, like this one could possibly go, like if I was making this duck and I had traced it, you still will always need your template. You can put it right there, measure it, and then cut it. Obviously, like you would put glue and then, whoops, and then you'd glue it down. Obviously not on the template, but like if you had it like embossed here, you would find the correct spot. You put glue on this, glue, 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 glue on the very, very edge. And let's pretend that this is already on your card, and you'd glue it down. This right here is another swirl, so obviously you put it in the slotted tool again, roll it, and then kind of unroll it. Like for these lines, these curve lines, that's what you would use this one for. And you just kind of curl it. This would, for this duck in particular, it would be kind of like an S curl, so then you can curl it the other way. So it looks like an S. And you would measure it out. Obviously, I'm just showing you like really quick, and then you would put glue on it and place it on top of your embossed picture. But that's pretty much it. Even if you don't like make your template or your picture exactly the same, it'll still look good. So I really like that because you didn't have to like go into detail. I mean, I tried, but as you can tell, like I don't have as many swirls on my hummingbird compared to the template. But you can't even notice unless if you're comparing it like side to side like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it.